Have you noticed that in recent years, everyone seems to be part of a community, the specialty coffee community, the 6 a.m. running community, the book community, the wine community, the marketing community, the astrology community, the conscious parenting community, the AI creators community? What used to be just hobbies are now real communities, with scheduled times in our calendars, their own language, inside jokes, codes of conduct, and of course, specific products for their needs. But why is this happening? And more importantly, what can brands learn from this? Let's take it step by step. Why do people crave community so much? We live in an age of excess. Excessive information, excessive options, excessive stimuli. And despite all this excess, a problem is quietly growing: loneliness. According to the World Health Organization, loneliness and isolation are associated with about 100 deaths per hour. And guess what? Social media, which was created to connect us, is leaving many people even more disconnected from themselves and others. A false illusion of companionship coupled with an ever-growing feeling of isolation caused by social media. This is what makes communities so attractive and necessary. They offer real and visible belonging in a world that destroys bonds. They provide identity, affection, narrative. They are that voice telling us we are not alone. And that goes for a Discord group as much as it does for a conversation at an indie coffee shop. But what does this have to do with consumption? Everything. People don't just buy products, they buy meaning. They don't just want a t-shirt, they want a t-shirt that represents who they are. They want to wear a brand that speaks the same language as their community. According to a study by the Harvard Business Review, communities with strong engagement around brands increase consumer loyalty by up to 74%. And consulting firm GWI shows that 65% of Gen Zers prefer to consume from brands that create or support community spaces. In other words, community isn't just a trend. It can be one of your brand's most powerful assets. How are brands connecting with communities? Here's a crucial point. Community is not audience. An audience watches, a community participates. While an audience asks, "What are you going to show me?" a community asks, "What can we build together?" Brands that understand this create real spaces for listening, conversation, and co-creation. Examples: Patagonia doesn't just sell outdoor clothing, it leads a global community for environmental causes. Lego has maintained a global community of fans for years who literally co-create products with the brand. Red Bull built an empire supporting micro-communities of extreme sports before selling any energy drinks. The logic is, don't enter communities shouting, arrive listening, be useful, be human, be relevant. How can you apply this to your sales strategy? You don't have to be huge to activate a community, but you do need clarity, intention, and consistency. Here are 4 practical ways to do that. Find out where your brand is already loved. Every brand has invisible fans. Look for groups that already talk about you and value them. Create spaces for exchange. It can be a closed group, a channel, an event, a newsletter. Something where people interact with each other, not just with you. Bring the community into the creative process. Product testing, voting, polls, co-authoring. Active participation generates a real sense of belonging. Respect the community's culture. Don't try to appropriate a group if you don't understand or live that reality. Community is built with time, care, and presence, not with a ready-made campaign and a catchy slogan. The future is community. In a world in crisis of connection, communities become safe havens, a form of emotional, economic, and creative resistance. For brands, this means stepping out of the spotlight and becoming part of something bigger. It means trading the megaphone for a listening ear, campaigns for conversation, transaction for transformation. And for those who create content, are entrepreneurs, or communicate today, understanding community is understanding the future. And here at Super Plural, We believe that the future is always collective. Are you part of a community that has changed the way you consume? If you enjoyed this conversation, subscribe to our channel and share it with someone who needs to understand that selling is about connecting, not just advertising. See you next time.